Hey, this is Nellie's Farm. It is May 8th, 2025. I want to talk to you guys about Americans all fighting amongst themselves. While it's still fresh in my mind, it is just absolutely disheartening at this point. You're seeing the garden is starting to come to life. I'll do a garden update soon. Show you what I've got going, but this is about Americans being weaponized against each other. Let me give you a few examples. I posted a video recently. I don't know what I said that triggered one of my subs, but he commented, "Oh, you need to repent and blah 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 blah." First of all, my channel has nothing to do with religion. Said that from the beginning. My channel is about homesteading for cheap. I get absolutely nothing from the information I give you guys. I have on many occasions given you guys life-saving information, because I am an herbalist and I've studied alternative medicine for decades because of my own health problems. So considering this, okay, I don't have to do any videos, but this person chose to spew hate at me. Apparently, he thinks my beliefs are different than his, which, that has nothing to do with my channel anyway. But see, and then another person came up and argued with him. Oh no, this isn't what's going to happen in the end days. This is what's going to happen. And they both unsubbed, which I don't care. Don't let the door hit you, you know the old saying. I don't care, go. I don't want those kind of people as my subs anyway, because I will not tolerate the bickering, hate against people that you think might be different than you, that he doesn't even know that I am. I don't even know this person. I know he's watched a few of my videos and commented a lot the last month or so. But God forbid if he doesn't know me, he doesn't know my beliefs. I guess he assumed that mine are just like his, and because they might not be, he hated me. Told me repent. In other words, you're going to hell. This is ridiculous, people. Christianity in America itself and the American people have been weaponized against each other very successfully. And all they could do, is stay in this frame of mind where they're constantly looking and judging others. Oh, are you different than me? God forbid you different than me in any way. I hate you, you're going to hell. This is wrong. Now, I don't know if other religions do this or not, but I sure the heck know Christians do, and it's just to the point of being ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And especially when my channel is not about that. I want to give you another example. By the way, those are the only comments I've ever deleted in my 4 years of having this channel, because I don't want, no, it's not about that. We are all in this shit together. Okay, we are obviously being targeted as a country. And if we don't pull together, people, if we continue this bickering, immature fighting, finger pointing, and judging, unlike Jesus did, by the way. Many Christians wouldn't know Jesus if he slapped him in the face. If we continue this and do nothing, like stand up for our rights, our Constitution, all of which have been violated, and not just this administration. So don't start calling me a liberal, because I am not. I'm not either or. I'm a thinker. I see how we're divided. We're divided Republican versus Democrat. We're divided the rich versus the poor. Citizens versus migrants, illegals, whatever you want to call them. Excuse me. Black versus white. Now this has all been done on purpose. You think it hasn't? We didn't live this way, 20 years ago. A lot of the things that happened were actually that caused more division were psyops by the CIA. I'll probably get shadow banned even more on this channel now. My subs just disappear. 50 at a time. It hasn't happened lately, but it happened over the last few years. You know, it's ridiculous, and I know it's the content I have. While other people who say the same thing, and things I predicted years ago, you know, they, for some reason, they get like 100,000 views or whatever. It's ridiculous. So, you know, when you subscribe to this hate, and you go along with it, you are one of their tools, okay? I'm not saying you yourself, just, you know, a person in general, this is what they want. You are giving them your energy, your life force, with feeling that hate and, oh my God, you're different than me, or you could be. You mean you think this instead of that? Oh, God forbid I ever listen to anything you say, even though I have life-saving information for free on my channel, and I get nothing from it except a donation like twice a year. Really? So, no recognition for all of my work that my son and I get nothing from while we're in pain every day of our lives, and we're broke. And I struggle to find a job, but I'm still trying to give you guys, bring you the truth so you can prepare, and bring you life-saving information about plants and alternative medicine. And, you know, things how to raise baby chicks very, very, very cheap on pretty much nothing like we have, you know, to help people. So, none of that matters, okay? The last 4 years I've done that, but what does matter is I might have a little bit of a different belief than him, so the hell with you, and spew some garbage and hate in my comments, and then unsub. People, that's ridiculous. And then another person comes on and basically, you know, just does the same thing. This is what you have been brainwashed to do, people. Whether you realize it or not. And there's Mini Kitty looking for some misses. Get a lot of rodents in my garden area, so I appreciate her being out here, but don't fall for the hate. We need each other right now more than ever. We all bleed red. We need each other. This division, it's killing us, people. It's killing us. This is what they want. They designed this. And look at this pretty caterpillar. Don't get him, Mindy. Don't get the caterpillar. Oh, no, Mindy. Don't get him. Turn into a beautiful butterfly. I can't wait till my flowers start to bloom. Because, all the butterflies, I have so many butterflies when the flowers start to bloom, but I've planted some, they haven't come out yet. It's pretty early, but I'm usually running late because I have pain and fatigue to deal with, and 20,000 other things too. But anyway, I want you guys to think about this. I'm sure some of you already realize, you know, this stuff. It's really sad that this is what it's come to. You know, during the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln said, you know, if we're divided, we will fall. That's what's happening now. And it's all by design. It's all by design. So that we hate each other. And we don't get together and stand up. This is all by design, people. If you hate your neighbor because they're different than you, then you really are not a Christian anyway, in my opinion. That's not what Jesus taught. He said, love your neighbor. He didn't say hate anybody who is a little different than you, or you think might be a little bit different than you. But this is what everybody's been taught. Every race, income level, the political parties, not just Christians have been taught that. Everybody has in America. And they hate each other for it. This is wrong. This is stupid. And it's ignorance. It is being weak-minded and not rising above and seeing the agenda they got going on here. It makes us weaker as a country, as a person. They're stealing our life force, our energy, while people use it to argue and fight with each other. Please think about this and stop the hate. And then these same people who do this claim to be loving Christians. Give me a break. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I never said my channel was about religion, even though I am technically an ordained minister. The Bible back and forth. It doesn't mean, that my channel is going to be about that. And my beliefs are a little different now that I have learned so much. I have researched so much more. But that's not what my channel is about, so I'm not getting into that. But please think about this. Please take this into consideration, people. If you hate others just because you think they might be different, there's something wrong with your heart, and you are indoctrinated, and you have been taught to do that just like a child or something. Grow up, okay, and be an adult. And think like an adult instead of throwing a little fit. Oh God, you mean you might think something different than me? Oh my God, that's enough. I'm leaving. Repent. Grow up. Grow up. I give life-saving information. Very rarely get any acknowledgement for it. And the donations are even more rare. Especially while we don't even have a lawnmower. My son, the only reason this part's done is because he's been weed eating everything. And he's in so much pain every day. It's getting there. He's been weed eating literally everything. That's how we're mowing acres, a weed eater. So I do have my donation link in comments. If anybody would like to help us to get a mower and donate towards our fundraiser. But that's it for now. I want you guys to think about what I said. One more thing. I'll try to make it quick. An example. Excuse me. This morning, someone posted that one of our stores in the next city, the shelves are pretty much empty. And I reminded them why. They're like, is it because, China or whatever? And they're like, oh, just wait a little bit. We'll replace it with American stuff. I'm like, that's probably not going to happen because it takes years and years to build factories. And AI, they've already told us that the robots are taking over our jobs. They've literally told us that, but these people don't. They don't listen to that stuff. And it would take billions of dollars to build these factories to replace what we get from China. Some of it's not replaceable, okay? So I was not being nasty. I was just being, informative. Sorry, but I don't think those shelves are going to get filled up again, right? It's a craft place. And they went off on me. You know what they said? I'm just going to say for the sake of that algorithm, I sound like I'm jabbed. That's what they said. They said the V word. No, first of all, this has nothing to do with that. Then another one said, you must be a Democrat and young and stupid. Well, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not young, and I'm not stupid. But they are. Maybe not Democrats, but they're definitely uninformed Americans. And that's another example. Well, I'm trying to teach them something like, hey, this and this is happening, so you might want to get prepared. Immediately they meet me with hate and name calling and accusations that aren't even true. Right off the bat. So I don't understand why, anyway, being jabbed has anything to do with being a Democrat. Because it was Trump who rolled all that out in 2020. So I go back, to say that. And guess what? I'm censored. I can't comment anymore like I'm the bad guy. And all I was doing is trying to tell them the truth. When you tell the truth in this society of lies and fakes, you get hated for it. Oscar Wilde actually once quoted something like, if you're going to tell people the truth, you better make them laugh at the same time or they're going to kill you. And you know what? I think he was right. Try to be a truther in this fake world today. People are so disconnected with reality. They believe what the TV tells them, whether it's CNN or Fox News. And then they use that against the person that's trying to tell them the actual truth. And they hate you. You know that I was threatened with violence one time just because I said, and not too far from my community, just because actually they just saw one of my posts. They literally threatened me with violence. And it was a truthful post. This was years ago. And everything I've said, by the way, has actually come true. But I don't never get credit for that either. But I've also been told by Christians here that I'm going to go to hell because I don't celebrate Christmas. Well, excuse me, but Christmas is a pagan holiday. They all are in America. Ignorance breeds contempt and fear and judgment based on lies. All lies. So I wanted to bring you this while it's fresh in my mind. I'm pretty, discouraged because of this crap, because I'm sick of it. I don't get on social media much, by the way. Most of it's a waste of time. And if I do, it's to teach someone something or to learn something. Or to check on one of my truther friends, make sure they're okay, and my adult children out of state. So that's about it. I don't sit here and scroll for hours like other people. It's unhealthy, and that's, we need to be outside, like in nature. That's where we're supposed to be. Mankind is so disconnected with their true self, with what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a part of the earth and in nature and living off of it for our food, medicine, entertainment, in the sunshine. Instead, everybody's arguing on their phones. So this is why we're so easy to conquer right now. Well, anyway, just my thoughts. Don't fall for it, people. Don't fall for the division. Jesus taught love, peace and love. Not all this hate. I mean, come on, man, it's ridiculous. Especially for those who call themselves Christians, it's really ridiculous. You're not a Christian if you're constantly insulting and hating and, you don't even know people and you just make all these assumptions about their beliefs and everything. Give me a break. Anyway, rant over. Thanks for watching. This is Nellie's Farm signing off.